CHICKEN. Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Hey guys, the Chicken's here, back to another Boom Beach video. In today's video, we're going to do a bit of a deep dive on the Boom Pass and really just cover this, and then we're going to go back into Warships Season 55 and do a bit of a wrap-up and review. So you guys haven't seen already, Boom Beach came out with a new update yesterday. Well, the Sneak Peeks came out yesterday, so if you haven't seen that, make sure you check it out. It goes into detail on the entire update and everything. It looks like the update's going to land, I think they said somewhere around March was when Boom Pass would start. And I think the update will be relatively soon. I don't know when. I don't know a specific date. It's obviously always subject to change. But yeah, if you guys want to stay up to date on everything Boom Beach, because look how cool this is. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And I do appreciate it if you throw that code CHICKEN in the shop. You're going to grab any of this stuff. So first thing I want to talk about is people that said in the comments yesterday that, as a max level player, this update doesn't offer me anything. Well, there's no, new troops or new heroes. It's not necessarily true. We've got all the new cosmetics and all of the build tokens and all the stuff that we can get in the Boom Pass. It's not just for building buildings. It's also going to help with statues and that kind of thing. So there is although there's not a ton of new gameplay in this update, there is a lot of it makes a lot of some of the clunkier stuff easier, and with the mystical monument especially, that gives us something to upgrade. So I mean, there is things for max level players. It's just not new troops, which is fine. And guys, to keep in mind too, like I feel like this update is really kind of laying the groundwork for new stuff to be able to come in, because before we weren't really getting updates at all, right? Like this is the first big update we've had in 4 or 5 years, so making it easier to get resources to farm up stuff, and with these optimizers and build tokens, that's going to lay the framework. And that's going to be stuff that you want to have in place by the time the next big content update comes around. I don't know if or when that's going to happen, but with getting this update, it's definitely likely that we're going to have some more big content updates in the future. So that's definitely exciting. So if we look at the skins, we've got skins for island buildings and units. So within the Boom Pass, there's 2 versions. There's the free version, and then there's the premium version. So the free version, you actually don't have to pay anything. So you don't have to pay any money to access the Boom Pass. And what that's going to do is you're going to get free supply chests out of it. If you do pay for the premium version, you're going to get all this stuff. So the new skins, like we talked about, the optimizers. The optimizers are cool because they reduce build time, upgrade time, and sculptor times for the duration of the season. So even if you don't have things to build or upgrade, it'll increase your statue making, which is something as a max level player, and I've got so many shards and stones, that's going to be really helpful. We're going to be able to get trader tickets, crystals, blueprints, and attack plans as well. And these will break the storage limit for the building plan and attack plans. So that means you can hold unlimited amounts of them, which are definitely handy things to have. Lastly, we have build tokens. So build tokens allow you to start building or upgrading without available workers. Build tokens are essentially a secondary builder. So it allows you to access the secondary builder without having to buy the subscription outright. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So that's all the stuff that's included in the Boom Pass. It's kind of an additional thing that's just going to make the player experience a lot more fun. And I don't believe it is associated with instant training at all. I don't think that those two cross over, because it's just 2 different things. And if it was going to be, then it would specifically say that somewhere, is what I would imagine. Because if we go and check out the shop, we can still get the extra builder and the instant training. So yeah. So I wanted to just kind of touch on the Boom Pass for the first part of the video. You guys let me know if you have any questions or comments on the Boom Pass, and now let's dive into our warship review. Alrighty guys, so we didn't announce it yesterday because I was too focused on the sneak peek, but we are parked officially at 2397. I do believe that's going to be enough for another notch in that top 500 trophy. So I'm going to go over what I did on the last push. I know this is going to come out after the season ends, but yeah, I'm going to go over just what we did on the last push, what ended up working for us, and that kind of thing. So we are going to hang it up right there, and that's going to be, hopefully, everything goes to plan, top 500 number 26, which is pretty cool. So yeah, what we had to do was what we've been talking about all season long was get shock bombs and shock launchers. Adding shock launchers the other day definitely helped. Shock bombs was what allowed us to actually get into these bases and clear a few engines at the very least. So stat-wise, I ended up keeping the defensive heavy. I don't think that was the optimal way to go, but I didn't want to switch my stat bonuses again, so I just ran a compact base, and we ended up where we ended up. But a little bit disappointed I didn't make 24. That was the goal, but I probably could have gotten there. But I got to 23.97, and I was very tired of playing, so I just hung it up there. So let's take a look at the last attack, and then we'll show you the last defense. So this was a spread base, and I forget if those are my boosts. I think those are my boosts, and I think he was using offense. So this one was definitely stressful. This could have gone either way, but thankfully he wasn't able to get through the base. And I definitely butchered this attack, but man, the attacks with no GBE and only 40% troop damage on these like super powerful high defense bases were really, really annoying. There wasn't a ton that we could have done. I feel like looking back at this, I should have dropped them all on the left-hand side, especially since I did fizzle. That was kind of dumb to spread them. I kind of realized that at this point and panicked and tried to get them over. But yeah, it was not the greatest attack by any means. So as we walk down through here, we grab a couple more engines, and did we finish this base? We must have finished. Oh yeah, we definitely finished this base. Okay, I thought we fizzled for some reason. I thought it said we only got to 4 engines. Oh no, we got to 4 and he was at 0. Okay, there I was at 0. He was at 0 remaining and I was at 4 remaining. Okay, I got you. Chicken's catching on. So let's check around the furs replay, and let's see. So he had all the troop damage. Okay, so that's why this was kind of stressful, because that's also why he was running a spread base, was to get slow times. So 160 troop damage, 80 troop health. These were the players to come up against that were pretty infuriating, because for the most part I couldn't clear those bases. Now I didn't see a ton of heavy chopper, rocket chopper, and when I did, they usually had gunboat energy. So for him to not run any GB and still run this. I think against 240 building health, even with all the offensive stats, it was just a little bit too much. I don't think it was impossible, but definitely a tall order. So let's see. He comes through here. My guess is he wants to clear the grappler and then probably flare back with bullet, but I think the grappler kind of screwed him up because it pulled bullet in, and then he wasn't able to pull his troops away because he wanted to stay around where that taunt was. So then he takes out the machine gun. This is a really weird attack because it looks like he's not even really doing anything. He finally flares in the back. I don't know why that took so long. I would have done that ages ago if I was him, but I'm just a chicken. What do I know? So then he comes through here. And does he get this engine down? He does get that engine down. And he's starting to use the shocks now. I mean, if he had more rocket choppers, he definitely could have taken this out. But just that beginning kind of ruined him. He goes with the smoke there to conserve his troops. And one rocket chopper goes down. He gets the other one. And there we go. Fizzle, bringing it home. Another season in the book. So overall, I wasn't a huge fan of the season. It was cool to get something new and different. That's always exciting. I don't know. It was a good season in terms of seeing how the custom stat nodes would actually work and how they'd play out. And I feel like they know what to do, going into the next season. Whether they're going to be there or not, I don't know. But I think we definitely have a few main takeaways. Like, we got to have GBE separate from these nodes because nobody picks GBE. There was a little bit too many multi-nodes in general, so the tokens were in a huge surplus, which is fine, but it kind of, devalues them. Like, there was no thought process and do I upgrade this or not? Like, you just kind of maxed everything as you unlocked it. And yeah, I don't know. It was it wasn't a terrible season, but it just didn't work with the stat nodes, and I feel like the main takeaways, they're gonna, they're gonna move them around a little bit, and I'd like to see if the troop boosts are gonna be there. I'd like to see them actually be useful. But yeah, I think if they can separate GB from it, maybe make less of them in general, and just have a few of them, just have 2 or 3 choice notes throughout the season. not everything being a choice note, I think, is a good idea. But yeah, so I want to hear from you guys as well down below. Let me know your thoughts on the season. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, thanks so much for watching. That is going to wrap up the video today. Make sure to leave a like if it's interesting, entertaining, or informative. Catch you next one, guys. Check it out. Bear.